Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back from watching one of the most laughably lackluster E3 panels I've ever seen in XCOM, War of the Chosen. And you know, the panel was EA. E3 coverage is going on this week I mean, it's probably like last week for you by the time this video airs, but for me, that E3 play panel was today. And to say that it's one of the most lackluster I've ever seen from EA is saying something, because, you know, it's EA. And I'm not much of a hype guy, don't normally pay a whole lot of attention to E3. I don't typically care about a game until it actually releases. But what I am hyped about... Alien Victor. Okay, so they must have... The aliens completed they did a thing? Alright. Alien facility. We can go do this immediately, and we probably will, but let me get back to talking about my hype levels here for a moment, if I may. Wait a minute. Is that not unlocked? Did we not just find that facility? So we're gonna have to go fight an alien ruler. This is going to be an interesting road to hoe. We have to assault the facility, of course, because we have to fault the Doom counter, but I want to talk about my hype. Because what I'm hyped about is that it looks like 2019 is gonna be EA taking a spectacularly massive shit on top of the spectacularly massive shit they left in their bed already in 2018. Back-to-back giant bed shits. I seriously didn't think EA could make a bigger mess in 2019 than they did in 2018, but I'll be darned if they just weren't the little AAA publisher that could, wouldn't they? Let's take a quick look at the list of like their EA Play announcements. The big thing on their list, they had Anthem, of course, which, if you ask me, Anthem, it's prettier, shittier Warframe, with probably some kind of bottomlessly greedy monetization model thrown on the top of it. Let me just throw this out there. Hey, if you're interested in Anthem and you think it looks like something you might enjoy, go play some Warframe. You can play it right now, download it for free. Warframe, a fantastic game. Anthem, to me, everything I've seen of it looks like it's just Warframe with better graphics and maybe some kind of half-ass story thrown into it. What else was on the list? They confirmed that there's a Battle Royale mode for Battlefield 5, the announcement that shocked us all more than when we learned that bears shit in the woods. Of course it's gonna have a fucking Battle Royale mode. Why the hell wouldn't you put a Battle Royale mode in it? Then they also announced like some random Jedi game, because, hey, if EA proved anything in 2018, it's that they definitely should be trusted with a Star Wars license, right? They fielded that, like, top shelf work in 2019 on that one. They did a great job. What was the other? There was some sort of, like, there was like a platform. Unravel, that's right. Unravel 2, I think it's a sequel. It's like a little platformer because, hey, who doesn't love a good yarn? Of course, there was also the announcement of the obligatory 2019 FIFA title, because EA made a deal with the mob, and if they don't publish their yearly FIFA title and give the FIFA executives their kickbacks, a bunch of EA executives are going to wind up waking up in a dumpster with their throat slit. So, yeah, FIFA likes money. And finally, I think the last game they had was Sea of Solitude, which is a game that's been in development for 2016, and yet despite an almost 3-year development cycle, looks like an up-resed Flame in the Flood. And if you're interested in Flame in the Flood, again, let me tell you, it's available right now on Steam. Go pick it up. It's actually pretty decent. Give me Doc Holliday here. So we got the Doc, we got the Real Genius, Batman, Iceman. I'd really like to take Jim Morrison on this one, but he's still lightly wounded for another day, and we don't really have time to mess around with this. I want to get the Doom counter avoided as quickly as possible. You know, we could go with the Ghost and Virgil instead. It takes Iceman out of the mix. Simon Magus and Batman are a solid team. Real Genius and Doc Holliday are a solid team. We need somebody who's used to running solo. You know what? Let's just take the Janitor. When you need a solo cleanup operation, Robbie, the Janitor Gallagher, he's your boy. Iceman, you're going to be Bladestorming for us. So, wait, Iceman, you have Bladestorm. I could never remember whether you have Bladestorm or whether I just think you do and you actually don't. Do you have Bladestorm? Yeah, you do not. And in fact, you have like almost no bonus abilities. Despite being one of our earliest troopers, you're actually kind of terrible. We could give you Shadow Step, which would help. We really need to get some ability points so we can make Iceman suck less. We did waste a bunch giving him the Ghost ability, which turned out to be supremely hot shit. Speaking of hot shit, you ever consider applying for a job at EA, Iceman? Like, right up your alley. Well, since you're not going to be particularly good at anything, let's give you a battle scanner, I suppose. Now, you know what? Here, take a Skulljack. This way, if we desperately need a one-hit kill on an Advent unit, you can go and deliver that. Batman's got those wonderful toys. Let's give him a Mimic Beacon. We can't trust him with any kind of firearm-related stuff because he can't hit shit. Doc Holliday, you're going to grab some AP rounds for us there. Gallagher, you got our other Mimic Beacon. That's acceptable. Simon Magus, I think we'll just give you... Do you have any kind of gunslinging stuff, Simon Magus? I can never remember if you're a bit of a gunslinger. I want to feel like maybe you're a half-assed gunslinger. I'm very tempted to give you Quickstraw. You know what? I'm beyond tempted. I'm going to give you Quickstraw. You're like a half-assed gunslinger, but maybe in this case, half-assed is good enough. Let's give you some blue screen rounds. AP rounds probably would ultimately be better. You know what? Yeah, changing my mind. Take the AP rounds instead. And that just leaves Real Genius here. We always have Real Genius just towed in a med kit. We gotta have one on the mission. What if we run into a chrysalid or something? We don't want somebody getting dropped. That's our team. Let's go fight ourselves, Alien Ruler. I wanted to get as many Blade Stormers as possible in this to counter the alien reaction move. My goal is to just have somebody go stab a man, and then once they've been stabbed, they take their reaction move, get stabbed again, then take perhaps a reaction move and possibly get stabbed yet again. It's mostly just about stabbing people. Make sure that after you do anything to an alien ruler, they get stabbed afterwards. Do something, stab. Do something, stab. As long as this isn't the Archon King, I think we'll be in good shape. If this turns out to be the Archon King, we're in deep shit. We're going to have a very difficult time dealing with the Archon King.
Tipped us to the location of an alien facility tied to the Avatar project operating out of this area. We're going in to shut it down.
Yeah, we're going to go shut down Crystal Giant. Not to be confused with Green Giant, makers of fine vegetables everywhere. Ho, 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 Green Giant. If Green Giant makes vegetables, what would Crystal Giant make? Probably, I think, like flatware. They're doing like china, dinner, glasses, plates, knives, and forks. Crystal Giant. Did you guys ever wonder why the Jolly Green Giant had that smaller little giant that he followed around? Or that followed him around, rather? The Green Giant's just a Green Giant, but then he has, like, Sprout. There's something not right about the whole Sprout thing. I'm not the only one who's noticed this, am I? It feels weird that this very large, muscular man has a small boy following him around all the time. Also, how come the Green Giant never talks? Why does he all... The only thing he ever says is ho, ho, ho. Why is he so jolly to have a young boy following him around? That's what I want to know. The Green Giant, man. Fucking, I got a feeling like maybe he's a nefarious pedophile. He calls the kid Sprout. That's just weird. Why would he call him Sprout? So let's have everybody move up, get into a blob here. We're going to try and deploy our battle scanner and see if we can locate the alien ruler before we just blindly bump into him. Well, this pod of robots is going to make that somewhat difficult. Okay, if all of you guys stop adjacent to each other and we have a Blade Stormer who can get in and hit all of you... Yeah, we're definitely going to go for that. So, Batman, you have Blade Storm. Oh, Batman. Oh, Batman, why aren't you very slightly faster? I need a Blade Stormer who can make it. Doc Holliday? Can't make it. Iceman? He's really fast, but doesn't have Blade Storm. Gallagher doesn't have Blade Storm. Simon Magus. We can't do it. We're too slow. They stopped in the optimal configuration for us, and we're too damn slow to take advantage of it. Okay. Batman, let's get you up here, then. Be on Overwatch, just in case somehow these guys get up behind us. Real Genius, same here. Doc Holliday. Doc Holliday does have Blade Storm, but he's such a good shot. I hate to have him run in. Also, he couldn't make it anyway because he's too slow. That is, I guess, the one thing Iceman has going for him. Iceman's super fast. He's got great foot speed. He knows how to go supersonic. Put you on Overwatch. Gallagher? You know what? You're probably okay right where you're at, pal. Let's just have you Overwatch in place. Simon Templar. You know what? Get closer. I just need you guys to stop in a 3-man adjacent blob like you just did a second ago. That's all I want. I can come hit this robot, the rest of you guys get ripped with the Blade Storm. That's what I'm looking for. 3-man adjacent blob. Did you guys? Oh, thank you for your cooperation. I greatly appreciate it. Very polite of you to do this and help a brother out. Get wrecked now. So Simon Magus is coming out. You know what? I don't even care about your two little friends. Go ahead, bring them in here. Join the party. More the merrier. You guys are going to get wrecked up real good. Robot's reaction is to go on Overwatch. Your reaction is to get Blade Storm. The Shield Bearer's reaction is likewise going to be to get Blade Storm. Now we got several people sitting here. All of them a biscuit from dead. That's 3 easy kills. If you guys would do me a favor and just come at me, bro. That's right. Come at me, bro. No, you didn't come at me, though. That guy's got balls. The rest of you guys are a bunch of beta bitches. Do we have anybody with Shadow Step? We have no one with Shadow Step. Batman, you can't be trusted to use a firearm because you will miss. Real Genius, I kind of don't want you to use a firearm. Iceman? I don't like it, but we need somebody to pull this guy out of Overwatch, and I think you are that someone. Fantastic shot. Well, let's try this again then. This is going well. We can't hit this guy with the Mars Volta because he's a freaking robot and they're immune to it. Doc Holliday, the only other person who has an actual free shot, of course, can't see the robot, which means the janitor here, well, he's got 2 more chances to knock him out. And at this point, you might as well just shoot again, because it's not like you're going to be able to get close to do anything useful. Couldn't even finish him off. I'm very salty at you, Mr. Gallagher. Very salty indeed. So how do we want to handle the rest of this? Who have we got left? We got 3 people on tap. And we've got 3 targets that are badly wounded. Let's take out those 3 targets. Is there any way we could get some overlap damage here? Maybe arc wave a shot into somebody? Something? Give me a little bit of extra bonus? Nope.
Feel the power of the Templars.
Team, I just want you to know, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Expected a little better from you. Doc Holliday did pick up a point of focus. That's going to increase his overall damage output. That's at least useful. Batman, get over here. Murder. You know, that Elite Lancer may not need to be murdered in this fashion. Because if he comes at us, we'll Blade Storm him to death. Batman's over here. He's got the Blade Storm. This guy only has 2 health. Batman's going to pick up full focus. That's my boy, Bat. He's got the focus of the Batman. But, you know what? We can't do it, you know, there's no reason not to kill this man because Real Genius can't do anything else. So let's send Chris Knight over here so we can put him into parry mode at a minimum. Get rank, focus damage increase, plus the kill on that. I don't know if we necessarily get focus when we're not proactively rending. So this is a, you know, has multiple benefits. Go into parry mode. Enemies should react by just targeting and shooting people who, by and large, can't be injured. The shield bearer is almost certainly going to shield. Simon Magus is marked. Marked and shot at, which was quickly parried. This guy's almost certainly going to shield. Yep. Alright, no surprises. Exactly what we like. No surprises. Batman, you have full focus. How much damage does this do? 12 to 18. Man, the damage on Ionic Storm is actually excellent. I don't want to send Batman in first because he has a Mimic Beacon, and it's possible we may need that. We cannot... I was hoping we could arc wave into the officer. This guy does have total 21 health right now. And we also managed to spawn another pod, which is super fantastic. Got the shield. It's a gatekeeper. Well, the gatekeeper is a problem for us. If we fall back with you, we could get you out of line of sight, but you're going to have to take Overwatch from that stupid robot. You know what? Just take the Overwatch. We're falling back. We're going to get shot. Yep. I'm getting very tired of these stupid elite robots that do nothing ever except go on Overwatch. It's very irritating. We need more people with Shadow Step. We really do. My goal here is to just come up, attack, and then fall back. Come up, attack, and fall back. And making that difficult, you bastards. What with your bullshit Overwatch. Doc Holliday came forward. He got a kill. He's going to leave a little bit of extra focus lying around. Then we're going to go full movement. Simon Magus is no longer marked. That's good. Let's get you out of line of sight, Doc. You got to be shitting me, though. Yeah, that's, you know what? You echoed my own sentiments fucking exactly, Bradford. That's just what we fucking needed right there. A guy with 60 health. Alright. This, on a turn where we're already in a more than a little bit of a pickle because of the 75 guys who are coming to fuck with us. Now we gotta go dick with the fucking Viper at the same time. My salt levels are out of control. We're in more than a little trouble here. Plus, this guy has armor that we're never going to be able to get through. Get Blade Storm. We can get good damage output against this guy because of our Blade Storm. Picked up one little bit extra point of focus. Would have been nice to get that before the end. Hold me in. Well, that didn't work out so well for you, did it, champ? Take some extra damage. We got bound. That, you know, the bind is not ultimately that big of a deal. It's going to cost us 1 extra damage. Not super worried about that. There's our boy busted free. The Serpent King is now disoriented. He should be getting the shit blade stormed out of him if he tries to do anything. The only thing he's going to try to do now is escape. Except he's disoriented, so can he still summon his gate? Apparently he can. I'm working on it. I need somebody who can come in here. I need a Blade Stormer up here, and I don't have one. We can have Iceman come hit him, but we're not going to kill him. This won't get him. It doesn't do enough damage. Maybe when he breaks for the gate, we'll get another Blade Storm shot at him, potentially. Nope. I'm a little... You know what? I was going to say I'm actually pretty salty, but all things considered, not that salty. That could have gone spectacularly worse for us. We could throw a Mimic Beacon here. We're not parrying. You know what? Yeah, we got it. We got to check Mimic. Get it out there deep where the shield bearer can see it. And possibly the gatekeepers. Anybody who's going to close in, we'd like it to be in a position where maybe they can see it. So that if they take a single move, they'll go for that instead of something more vital like one of our injured troopers. Where was Jim Morrison when we needed him, by the way? The Lizard King could have really helped us out on this one. Yeah, okay. That gateway hit every single one of our team. Also made a zombie. Yeah, we're gonna get... I figured he would launch a grenade there, but instead, the robot just came at us. None of these guys went for the mimic beacon, huh? Okay. Seems reasonable. That gatekeeper has got to die. It is gonna be a minute before he can throw another rift at us, which is at least something. So, is this man hurt or killable? We're probably gonna have Real Genius there go ahead and soften himself up with the med kit a little bit. Iceman, you know what? You have potentially the least useful movement here. Get up here on top of this robot and start wrecking his shop. I was hoping we could have this team still in fighting shape at the end of this mission so that we might send them to go and mess with the Chosen Warlock, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. We are going to be in no real condition to fight the Warlock at the end of this one. Gatekeepers just have too many abilities that ignore our damage reduction stuff. A little bit Ren damage there. Robbie Gallagher missed it by 1. Did pick up an extra point of focus. With 12 damage, we could actually have Batman Ionic Storm kill both of these guys and pick up 2 points of focus. Minimum damage here kills them both. Let's do that. Summon the Sky Gods, Batman. He's done it. That should give him 2 points of focus. Yep. So we used a little bit. That ability has an extraordinarily long cooldown. We need to give a bonus action here. I think you're going to heal and bonus action. Doc, let's get you up here. Can you make it to the... You can. We could kill the robot, but then we're in... I don't want to be... We got to start working this gatekeeper over. I think we're going to bonus action. We're going to rend, bonus action, rend, and then parry. We did manage to disorient him. That's very nice.
You're near the target position.
Don't talk to me ever again, Bradford. Just, like, don't speak to me. Oh, hey, the disorient actually killed the zombie. That's remarkably helpful. Gallagher doesn't have the ability to pick that up. We're just going to have him go full parry. Simon Templar. We could bring you in. If we Blade Storm this guy when he runs away, though, that's going to get us killed. I should prefer to not do that. Instead, Simon Magus, come and kill this robot. Thanks. Nice work, by the way. Let's go full parry mode. Maximum focus for Simon Magus. That may be one of the, like, worst pod spawns that I've ever had happen to me in the single sitting like that. Like, we popped that gatekeeper in a tough pod with the Overwatcher, and then right on top of it, rend him again. You know, our rend is doing 11 to 12 damage. If we Blade Storm you, which we will do, is it going to kill you? The answer is yes. So you know what? I'm going to parry, and then I'm just going to shoot you. I want you weaker than you are, but I don't want you so weak that, yeah, well, we overdid it a little bit with the pistol there. I wanted him weak, but I didn't want him so weak that the Blade Storm goes off and kills him, but that's still what's going to happen. If he does anything, he's going to get Blade Stormed and die, and we're going to get exploded and then fall through the floor and probably die ourselves. Oh, we got so lucky. What are you going to do? Gonna shoot a beam at me? Not today, son. Not today. They do seem pretty eager to strike you, Doc Holliday. You're not wrong. Let's get you away from this gatekeeper. And then let's have you shoot him with a lightning hands. You know what? I like the environmental damage better here. The environmental damage actually did no damage. Well, let's try the pistol with the AP rounds then. That missed. We're not having a lot of luck here, gentlemen. Simon Magus, you could give... No, not useful. We need somebody to be able to pistol this thing. Or hit him with the Mars Volta. You know what? The Mars Volta is the much better solution here. Real genius, why don't you get some payback? Get him the Mars Volta and kill him. There we go. That one brought the house down. Iceman, I think we're gonna have you drop in and just set the charge. I want to get out of here. I don't want to fight reinforcements. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to grind down our willpower. We're gonna be injured as it is, and we need to get the Chosen Warlock killed because we don't have our defense turrets up yet, and I don't want to have to do an Avenger defense without those turrets. We got to get the Warlock stopped. Everybody go. If you can make it to evac, get to evac this turn, and then take advantage of it. Everybody's hurt. Iceman can... No, you can't. Iceman's like, I can make it. No, I mean, you very definitely can't make it. Well, if one of these guys makes a hole for you. Guys, make room for ice. It's like a situation where you're filling up a glass with something that needs ice in it, but you forgot to make room for the ice. And then you pour it in there right to the brim and it flows over the top. Make room for ice, boys. I don't want to have to clean up a bunch of sticky soda off the counter. Stop making a mess in the kitchen. Your mom works hard every day and you come home and make a mess that she has to clean up. That's just not fair to your mother. These guys are dropping in our deployment zone, huh? I'm not going to stick around to kill these guys because honestly the EXP we might gain from it is frankly not worth it. Didn't quite one-hit kill the Viper King, but you know what? We did, all things considered, do a pretty good job on him. And the next time he has the temerity to show himself, all we have to do is go hit him with a single rend. And it's going to be a new pair of snakeskin boots. We're going to carve that flesh right off of his body and turn it into a new belt. What's the most humiliating thing you could do with somebody else's skin? Like, if you were going to make it into a piece of clothing, what's the most humiliating piece of clothing you could manufacture it into? It's got to be like a hat band, I would think. Anything, something more problematic or offensive than being made into a hat band? Boots seems pretty disrespectful, belt seems pretty disrespectful, but hat bands are the most ridiculous piece of clothing of all time. Isn't that right there, Doc Holliday? Yeah. I think if you should be like, I'm gonna skin you and make your skin into a hat band, that's the most contemptible thing you could do with someone else's skin, because you're like, you know what, your skin isn't even valuable enough for me to make like a reasonable or necessary piece of clothing. Like, shoes protect your feet, belts hold your pants up, hat bands don't do shit. Like, you're not even worth holding my pants on my ass. Your skin, I wouldn't use it, I wouldn't trust it to keep my pants up. I definitely wouldn't trust it to protect my feet from the ardors and rigors of this horrible, horrible world. But you know what your skin is good enough for? To decorate a hat that I occasionally wear. Well, I wouldn't really call 2 points a substantial decline, Optimus Prime. And also, we are now safety valveless as well. Chris Knight has gained a negative trait. He is cautious. What does cautious do? He's also gravely wounded. What is cautious? Chance to hunker down in a defensive posture after their first move action. That's terrible, though. We really need to get rid of that. A lot of red on the list there. Lizard King, I can't help but feel like if you had been on the mission where the Viper King, the actual Lizard King, came out, it could have been such a glorious moment for Jim Morrison. We could have had a battle of the Lizard Kings. It would have been epic. A tale for all time, and yet, what was your problem? No, my foot hurts, Pete. I gotta stay in the infirmary. I'm sorry. More proof that Jim Morrison and the Doors, they sucked harder than the supermassive black hole that beats at the heart of our galaxy. Terrible. Terrible. I'm also going to wrap this up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see us turn the Viper King into a hat band, the most contemptible piece of clothing, might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.